Good afternoon, respected teacher. I am Sogya Thapa. I am pleased to present my findings and reflections on lease accounting and related financial disclosures, focusing on National Australia Bank. National Australia Bank is one of Australia's big four banks, which was formed in 1982 through a merger. Headquartered in Melbourne, it offers banking, insurance, and wealth services across Australia, New Zealand, and Asia. NAB is ASX listed, known for strong governance and community investment. Right of use asset, initial lease liability, direct cost, and restoration cost are initial measurement of National Australia Bank. Variations in lease assets and liabilities of National Australia Bank. Right of use asset for the year 2023 is $1,526 million and lease liabilities is $1,816 million. Similarly, for the year 2024, the right of use asset is $1,328 million and lease liabilities is $1,609 million. The amounts here are different due to depreciation of the asset, interest-based amortization of the liability, and lease incentives or initial cost treatments. My next slide is about classification of current and non-current liabilities. For the current, it is payable within 12 months, and for non-current, it is payable after 12 months. It enhances financial transparency and maturity profile analysis. Lease term, discount rate, impairment assessments, and changes in lease payments are key assumptions and estimates to measure leases. National Australia Bank reported two types of leases, and they are operating lease and finance lease. Operating lease includes short-term or low-value assets, for example, office equipment. Similarly, finance lease includes significant assets, for example, buildings, stake. My next slide is about cash spent on interest payment and principal repayment for lease financing. Interest, part of $40,575 million operating interest payments in 2024. Principal repayments included in $321 million under financing activities. It follows IFRS 16 standards for cash flow classification. Understanding of finance lease and operating lease. The company treats almost all of its leases as finance leases based on cash flow categorization that creates interest under operating activities and lease principal payments under financing activities. This is an indication of AASB 16/IFRS 16 regulation in which leases consider directly all the leases as finance leases on the balance sheet. If NAB classified all of its current finance leases as operating leases, then the following changes would occur, and they are assets, liabilities, debt to equity ratio, and debt to asset ratio. My next slide is about introduction to IFRS 16. Replaces IAS 17 to improve transparency and comparability. Requires leases to be shown as liabilities and ROU assets. Reflects true economic obligations and enables better decision-making and comparison across companies. Provisions and contingent liabilities for National Australia Bank are: provisions includes customer-related remediation provisions, legal and regulatory provisions, restructuring provisions, and employee benefit provisions. Similarly, for contingent liabilities includes legal claims and regulatory compliance matters. National Australia Bank reports various employee benefits, and they are short-term employee benefits, post-employment benefits, other long-term employee benefits, termination benefits, and share-based payments. Through this unit, I learned deep understanding about lease accounting, provisions and contingencies, employee benefits, improved skills in ethical judgment, estimation, and financial analysis, better grasp of transparency, and the role of disclosures. This unit greatly enhanced my understanding of financial reporting and key accounting standards. Learning lease accounting, provisions, and employee benefits has strengthened my ability to analyze financial statement, essential for informed decision-making in both academic and professional accounting careers. These are my references. I hope I was able to clearly present and explain the key aspects of lease accounting and its impact on National Australia Bank's financial statements. Thank you.